So we've been working on these top 10 mistakes business owners make, and this is going to be a blog post soon. It's also going to be inside of our resource center. But I thought it was interesting because as we were going through these top 10 mistakes business owners make, I noticed having no clear vision. Well, this is the first system of the week we talked about, developing a strategic target. Not providing outstanding customer service. Well, this is what we talked about the second session on having an effective, good customer service process. And these are library processes, the solutions to these problems. Don't know how to hire and keep good employees. Well, last week we talked about onboarding, new employee onboarding. And there's also a hiring process inside the library. And then this one came across, and I thought it would be interesting to talk about marketing strategy. So not having a clear marketing strategy is a big mistake that business owners make because if you don't know who your customers are or how to go after them, then your marketing dollars aren't effective. So there's this simple process that's in the library now called creating a marketing strategy. So a marketing strategy is a way for you to grow your business, and it's a way for you to identify the right ways to grow your business. Who are your customers? How do you reach them? How do you retain them so that they buy from you? A lot of small businesses just jump into doing the work, and rarely do you sit and build a clear plan for it. This is strategy. It's not technical work, and it's not easy by any means. That's why a lot of business owners don't do it. Even if you're a manager in the sales department or a manager anywhere in the company or even an employee, if the business doesn't have a marketing strategy, you see it because you're affected by what comes or all you have is what comes to you. You're not actively going after who the best market is for you. This is just like a simple stat report that I threw in here just to show the impact of having a good marketing strategy. So company A gets 10,000 leads. They convert maybe 10% of those. Average transactions $100. Frequency is 4. Revenue is $400,000. Cost per lead $20. Marketing costs for the year. This is what they should be spending on marketing. Net profit $200,000. If you improve that just by 20%, look what happens to the net profit. So these are all systems. You know, you need lead generation processes. You need sales processes for conversion. But it starts before that. What comes before an advertising plan and lead generation processes and a sales process is who are we going after and how and why. So there's a simple step-by-step here on creating a marketing strategy. There's a lot of stuff on marketing strategy on the internet as well. This isn't by means the only method, but all of them kind of look the same. These are the highlights of it. Some type of an executive summary saying what the plan of the marketing strategy is, what the purpose of it is. Who is your target market? This should be specific and clear. Who is your prime target market? Who are you going after? What are the demographics of that market? If it's business-to-business marketing, what type of industries? What are the size of those businesses? Who are the decision makers? Come up with a unique selling proposition. This could be a catchphrase. What distinguishes you from your competition? How are you different? How are you unique? What's special about you? Pricing and promotion. What does your pricing, how should it be customized and positioned so that it fits into the marketplace? How do you defend it? What is it? Distribution plan, the details on how you're going to distribute to your customers who buy from you. What's the easiest way? How to make transactions? What are your offers, your specials? Having like good offers is really an excellent selling technique. And if you know your customers well, then you can see what they want. What's going to eliminate fear with them? What's going to be attractive? What is going to have them take that leap? Marketing materials. What kind of things do you need to promote? And again, who's your target market and what do they want from you? What kind of promotion strategy will you have? What kind of online marketing strategy do you need? Do you have a website? What's that website supposed to do? If that's a prime way to get the attention of your customer, how are you going to get their attention? Conversion strategy. What's the easiest way to convert? And you're not getting into a big sales process here. That will come next. But what are the key selling points? And how can you convince or boost with better strategies? Joint ventures or partnerships. What kind of joint ventures and partnerships do you need to develop to get more leads, to extend your reach into the marketplace? Referral strategy. So businesses grow through word of mouth and referral quite often, but what you want to do with that is turn it around and make it proactive. How can you incentivize, or how can you get these referrals from your customers in a way that works? Not just by asking for them, but incentivizing it, making it worth their while to give it to you, making it easy. Transaction pricing, retention strategy. We talked a bit about this, and if you missed any of the other webinars, all of the system of the week, just the section of the training, it's usually like 10 minutes, are on our website under resources, so you can go and just like watch that system of the week pretty quickly. But here in retention, we talked about this in the customer service process and how unfortunate it is, or how, well, let me put it a different way, how profitable it can be for you by selling to your existing customers, selling more to them, retaining them, as opposed to going out and trying to find new. And then financial projections. What are you going to need to spend in order to grow your business? This is a useful question to ask yourself. Word of mouth and referral, it appears as if it's costing you nothing. But that's only going to get you so far. It's only going to get your business halfway up the mountain. To get it the rest of the way, to get it to the next level, you're going to need to proactively create new business. And so think about what kind of money are you going to spend, what are you going to need to spend in order to grow the business. So there's just like a simple form down here with just, you can do this right in TouchStone if you like and just write it out. You can Google any of these terms and find more definitions for them. This kind of marketing strategy, I think, is done well. You do some research. It probably, I'm going to say, maybe a week worth of time. If you break it up over, a month, then you can have it done in a month. But it's so worth it to sit and really creatively, intensively, strategically look at who are your customers and what do you need to do to attract them. All of these items here then become processes that you want to document in TouchStone. So if you decide, on a new pricing and promotion strategy and it works for your target market, then you can develop a process for it. If you decide on new distribution plans, develop a process for it. New promotions, develop a process for that. Where we get to the heart and soul of this is really your advertising or your lead generation processes and then your sales processes. And clearly there should be numerous of those types of processes. So the strategy is setting the stage for all of that, and then you delve down into the technical aspects of it and document the process.